It's me again, Star Child, with Being Real with Star Child, and I have my guest here, Junior. You can also find him at...
You can find me on Instagram at IamJunior.1. You can find me on Facebook, Junior Music, not with a C, but with a K.
Twitter, iTunes, YouTube Music. I mean, you out there doing stuff. You gotta go ahead and put yourself out there.
Same thing. Y'all can find me on all platforms, basically under Junior Music. Everything is Junior Music with a K, not a C. YouTube, check me out. I got 2 videos. Working on another one. So just check me out.
Okay, so as y'all know, this is my 4th episode, and today's topic is... Today's topic is a funny one. It's called, it's flaws in relationships, and it's kind of a hit home thing for us. I say for me, because this is my current ex, so we're gonna be real. We're gonna throw it out there. I mean, we're gonna try to hold shade at a limit, but if shit happens, it happens. So
y'all know I'm from Gary, Chicago, Indiana,
and I'm from the South Side of Atlanta, so it don't even matter. So to a good episode.
Let's go.
So let me start off with this. What's your ideas of flaws? What's flaws mean for you?
Flaws to me is basically when someone has a trait that you cannot deal with or tolerate. But if you love that person or like that person, you look past that, and that is called a flaw.
I have to totally disagree. For me, flaws are something that more so, like, this is bad. People might not like it, but we don't know now, because what's a flaw to me might not be a flaw to him. So for me, it's like, okay, well, my flaws are, I'm late for everything, even though I'm never late. Let's get that clear. The flaws are, I'm late. That's a flaw. That's where you have not perfected in your own situation. So I mean,
but if you feel like the things that you do are not flaws, then how do you know if it's a flaw or not? Like, you being late is probably okay with you, but me being late, it's a big issue. So would you ever change you being late because it's a flaw for somebody else or to better the situation?
Well, flaws are naturally something we all want to work on. So yeah, I would change it if I can, but we can't always change our flaw. Like, some people might call a flaw a pimple on that's like, well, a mole. Like, oh yeah, this is the biggest flaw on my face.
That's a blemish.
It looks nasty.
It's a blemish. You cannot compare flaws with blemishes. That are 2 different things.
Okay.
2 different things. I'm just trying to tell you a big blemish. I mean,
what is the YouTube channel? The YouTube channel is Being Real with Star Child, but I'm gonna have the link out for y'all soon.
The link will be in my bio real soon. After this video, the link will be in my bio. Just check it out.
So what is a flaw that's a pet peeve for you then? What's a flaw of somebody? You can say even me. We're gonna be real tonight.
A flaw to me is I'm a money maker. Like, I goes to work, and it's not just in this relationship. It's not just in this one. It's in a couple.
I make money, y'all. Don't go ahead.
I'm not saying you don't make money, but what I'm saying is you call off. It takes everything in my power to call off, and I've been with. Yeah, people have no, hell no, no. People call off for certain reasons that are irrelevant or unimportant, and it takes me to call off. It takes me a long time to call off. It's like hard for me to call off because I'd be like, damn, do they need help? Am I gonna hinder the business? Like, what am I gonna do? So I feel like it's hard for me to call off. But also with my ex, not you, but my other ex, he used to call off just to be at home with me. Like, if I was off, no, that's too. I need my space. I need to breathe. I need to breathe.
Go ahead.
All right, I need to breathe. And with me not breathing, it's not giving me a time to miss you or even think about you. So I'm like, damn. Only thing I'm thinking about is, damn, could he get away from me for like 10 seconds, 10 minutes? Like, don't call off because I'm at home. Don't call off because you just got a headache, or don't call off because you got a hangover and you knew what possibly could happen if you drunk the night before.
No, let me stop you, because you don't ever actually know if you're gonna be drunk, because you don't know you don't actually know what you gonna feel like after drinking. I can drink some days, get totally fucked up, wake up the next morning like 8 o'clock and be on there at the gym doing God knows what, you know.
But it's still a possibility that you're gonna have a hangover when you leave the club.
There's a possibility for everything. I can get a car accident tonight and still can't go to work tomorrow.
Okay, that's the case. If you're in a car accident, sure, call off. But if you got a hangover, go to work.
But why go to work sick? Most people have, you know, sick days or.
But that was a choice of you going to work sick because you didn't have to go to the club. You
so
didn't have to get drunk.
so with you made the statement about money making. So say for me, for my job, if I call off, I have sick days, PPT, I got everything, vacation, all that I can still get paid. So I'm not getting paid. I'm still getting paid. So what was the problem with so how is that a flaw for you if the person is still getting paid?
Sick days are exactly what they are. Sick days.
Mm-hmm.
Sick days are not meant to be. Sick days are for like emergencies. Like if you get sick on a Wednesday, not a hangover sick, but if you get sick on a Wednesday and you catch like the flu or what we have going on, a corona, like those are considered sick days. I understand, yes, your job still may pay you for being off for 2 weeks because you got corona. That don't mean anything to me. A sick day is a sick day. Like if you throwing up the next day from not drinking the night before, then yes, go. If you got diarrhea,
so what if you have severe cramps and you got to call off?
You better take some Motrin and go to work. And that's how I've been a manager for 10 years.
That's your problem.
I've been a manager for 10 years long. 10 years strong, I've been a manager. But my whole thing is take some Motrin. That's why they make Tylenols, Motrins, ibuprofens, all that shit. Go to work. And I'd rather for somebody to come to work and I send them home so I have a plan for it. Not if they supposed to be at work at 3 o'clock and they call off at 3:30 like I can't come to work.
So what would be another flaw for you moving forward? What's another flaw? Keep the ball rolling.
Okay, so
I'm just saying.
Another flaw for me.
You felt that one.
Another flaw for me is being a parent in a relationship. You cannot. What came Michelle? You can't raise a man. Mm-hmm. He's already grown. What you gonna do?
Exactly.
So you trying to be manager? I ain't never had no father in my life. I ain't gonna lie. I never had no daddy. But if the person you're with gonna try to be your father and tell you things and keep reminding you and this and that, I feel like no.
See, I don't think that's a flaw, and he might be referring to me because I want to make sure you stay on your shit. I'm a Virgo. I know Virgos, we're very on our shit. So I don't want you like, okay, you know you got this coming up, but don't forget the rent is paid, or don't forget the light is paid, or don't forget, you know, car notes or whatever. We don't want to fall behind. So I'm like, hey, oh, don't forget this is coming up. His mind is very, very empty at times. So he's not thinking about anything. So you have to remind him and say, hey, this is coming up. But if he remembers it, it's a problem. But if you didn't remember it, it would have been okay. So I can't say can you even consider that to be a flaw?
But when it comes down to the money, who's more responsible with money, me or you?
Me, I just like to shop. That's all.
So I'm more responsible. So he might spend his money at the mall. I might spend my money on extra bills. It's a difference.
No. I have to cut you off. Okay. No. That's a flaw of you. You're lying to me. Listen. So first of all, let me get to your people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a shop, but all my bills are gonna be paid first. Period. That's how it's gonna go. I'm going to shop because that's what I do. That's my what they call it. What is it when you shopping just to feel good? It's like therapy.
Retail therapy.
Yep, that's what I do. I like to shop, but I'm making sure my bill's paid. It's not a bill that has not been paid from. Hold on. What you about to say?
Also with you, when something comes up, you'll be like, "Oh, I can pay that later."
Well, shit.
And still go to the store and get something from the store or something like that. That has, yeah.
That only comes to my credit card, and I still get it up before. I still pay it before. Like if I still got extra 3 weeks, I get paid every 2 weeks. So if I got 3 more weeks to pay this bill, fuck that. Let me go to little swipe them visas. It's my own visa. I secure my own bag as well. So don't let him out here play you like I'm not securing my bag.
I'm not saying you don't secure your own bag. I'm just saying we handle bags differently. You rather have shopping bags a lot of times.
And you like to have liquor bags.
Use a lie. You drink more than me.
Or matter of fact, exactly. So what is this liquor be going that I don't get?
Shit, that whole bottle of fucking Crown was gone. And then when I came home from work one day. I took a shot. Somebody was like, "Damn, I wish we had some," you know. But then their friend said, "But we had like 2 shots of it." So where was that going to come in? That when you told me you already had some, trying to make me feel bad? There wasn't anymore?
Okay, he spends his money on, I think, pointless stuff. Like he'd be running the streets, he'd be doing other stuff. I said liquor because I didn't want to throw it out there, but now we're going to do so. So I say liquor, but you know, broccoli, he spends his liquor on that. Then you know he likes to hang out, and when he hangs out, he spends his coins. He's 9 times out of 10 the only driver, or the main driver. So it's like, okay, where's your gas? He also commutes 30 minutes, almost 30 minutes to work every day. So it's like, your check goes like this. Mine's, I work 5 minutes away from my house. So I can, at any time, my tank is going to last. And I can hit to the city twice and still have gas to last me a whole week. So, yeah, I think, that would be a flaw for you then. Because you would go out and then not have it next week.
So when you said that I drive everywhere and I'm always the primary driver, aren't you?
I drive myself nowadays.
Just because, exactly. But when you drove yourself, your friend always pulled up to your house.
So if they go to your house, it's not nothing different.
But this is what I'm saying though. So don't say I'm the permanent driver because you still.
But you go out to get these people.
Only reason why I don't always run out of gas or I always need gas in my car is because of my job. If you work 30 minutes away, you would need gas as well. A 5-minute difference compared to a 30-minute difference, it's a big difference.
I'm saying so. That's why
and plus I go to work 5 days a week every week.
I do too.
Now.
I was on pandemic leave.
Before the leave.
Y'all got any questions? Cause we always down to answer them. Hey, cuz, like, you want to speak to your followers?
Hi y'all. Hi cousin Joe. Don't mind my facial expression. You know that's always how I've been. But if y'all have any questions or anything y'all want answered or anything that y'all feel like y'all going through inside y'all relationship, just
like, what's the flaw? Like,
what is a flaw?
Okay, we're gonna wind down a little bit. A flaw for me, me personally, my own flaw. I think my flaw is I direct the message wrong. Like I send the message out a little wrong. I'm sending it aggressive. I might send it out parent wise. I might send it out, well, we would say aggressively more so push you, but I don't know if that should even be a flaw, but it might be for some.
So you telling me, what was that night? The other night I had to go somewhere that next morning. You were reminding a grown man like 6 times to make sure you gotta take a shower. Don't forget to take a shower. Like, I think I know that, but you told me that like 5 times. I'm just like,
I told him that because here's how our day goes, and even as still exes, we come in the house. Whoever gets hit first is probably already watching TV. Then the second person walks in, watch a little TV. Then we go have a smoke break. Then we eat some broccoli. Then have another smoke break. It's like we don't. And then I'm like, okay, well, you gotta go. Like, I'm just more so like, hey, you want to be here by a certain time. You might want to start, getting yourself together. So it's not me saying like, oh, you're a grown ass man, you gotta remember to shower. No, I'm like, hey, it's about that time. Like, it's getting late already. We don't get off till like 11 midnight. That's on a normal night. So reminding him, I don't think that's a whole flaw. I'm just more so, hey, don't forget you had plans tonight. Cause that's how I am. If I got plans, I'm on it. Like, I'm dressed for something that happens in 2 hours. Don't ask. I'm probably gonna change. Period.
That's the difference between me and you. I don't get dressed early.
Yeah, you're the last minute guy. That's a flaw for you. You're the last minute.
Anyways,
y'all catch my drift, right?
They catch it anyways. But anyways, a flaw of mine is I don't give a fuck.
Nonchalant. That's good.
I have very, and it got worse than this year. Yes, My goal was to go back to the 2017, 2018 Eddie Jr., you know. But at the same time, it's like, I just don't give a fuck no more.
I'd say a flaw for you. You take your issues out on the opposite person that had anything to do with it.
I take my issues out on a lot of people. It's just that me always together.
See, that's a flaw. You shouldn't do that. Like, why am I getting cussed out because you had a long day at work?
Because you pissed me off. They pissed me off at work. You pissed me off. I just cannot get away from getting pissed off. So I just need, like, when you get when I learned you. When you get in your moods, what do?
Get on my nerves.
No, I be quiet and I leave you the hell alone.
Oh, but he said I'm the one that get quiet. He's the one that's gonna ask you a million one time, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Like, when I'm ready to talk, I'm ready to talk. I mean, that could be a flaw of mine because I will hold it to myself until I'm ready to talk about it. Like, I don't want to, because I'm the guy that does not want to give my energy. If my energy is already negative, I'm not trying to give it to you because I know what I can say and what I will say.
But if you're going to do that, if you're going to hold it until you're ready to talk, don't walk around with an attitude.
I can't control that. Like, you can't control your facial expression like you just
said.
said.
You're going to room.
So let's go back and let's talk about this then. So there was a situation. We were newly couples, I guess you would say, and I wanted to introduce him to my best friend in the world. Like, one of my best friends came in town. I wanted to introduce him, and he was mad at me, but he had an attitude with him, and he didn't even know the guy. So then why not fix your attitude with me until you're ready to talk about it?
Because when I got out of the car, the first person I met was him. I wasn't expecting to speak to anybody. Like,
but I told you, it's never not been a warning that anyone was coming around.
I said, hey.
No.
I spoke to the guy.
Hey.
I said, hey. Hi. What's up? Hey, hi. I'm already pissed off. Zay pissed me off.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate you. Yes.
He was the first one to get it. So therefore, Zay knew I was mad. So when Zay know I'm mad, just let me be.
But he has a problem. Well, he don't have a problem with this person. Let me clear that up. He does not have a dislike or any problem with this person. Because I'm gonna say, out of all my friends, that was the one to be positive with.
That's my nigga. I mean, that's my homeboy.
Okay.
No, but I just don't feel like it's equivalent because you know how my attitude is.
So you know how my attitude is when I get upset,
and that's why I shut up and watch TV.
And then have an attitude right back. Like, just because I have an attitude with you don't mean you have to catch your attitude back. It's just, that's y'all Taurus trait. Taurus, whatever. That's y'all trait.
Have an attitude with me, there's nothing else to talk about. If I ask you what's wrong more than once and you keep telling me,
and if you know that person is going to come back and bring it back to you,
at that point I don't want to talk about it.
So it's a when you want it and how you want
No, it's to get the situation over with. Then I'm not going to sit around and ponder over it for the whole day because you're mad about it.
But you do. You be mad at me, so I'm not mad at you no more.
Exactly. So I know it's not me. It's not me being mad at you. I just don't have anything to say to you. I'm not gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna smell at you. I'm not gonna touch you. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna be in my own little corner. Let you get over it. My phone died. But anyways, let you get over what you had going on, and I'm just gonna let you do you. I'm not going to,
So when it came to when you said you just sit there and be quiet, I feel like that's tick for tack when you get mad at somebody just because they're mad at you. Like, just give them a second. Some people just need space to figure out, like, okay, is this even big enough to even be mad about? Give them their space, but you can't say, oh, I don't fuck with you, I'm mad at you because you're mad at me. No, that means that's toxic. That's toxic as fuck. Like, you don't think so?
I'm just saying sometimes I am toxic. But if I'm being quiet and not saying anything to you, is that not giving you your space to think?
Yeah, but not with an attitude like, because now my attitude is building back up because I'm like, this motherfucker mad at me for me being mad at him. Like, it's building back up.
I'm not necessarily mad. I just don't have anything to say because I don't want
well,
shit to
then
take out on
you
me.
don't have to have an attitude about it.
So explain to me okay, so
if I'm feeling the ways, you don't have to feel the ways back.
I don't feel the ways. I just shut up and let you think about it.
No, you just said that. Yeah, I'm mad because blah blah blah. Like, you have an attitude because I have an attitude. You don't have to be like that.
I just shut up. Like, that's the thing. Like, I learned that. And I haven't told you that. I'm like, when you feel some type of way, I just shut up. I don't say nothing because if I keep saying what's wrong. Like I explained this to you before. Like if I keep saying what's wrong, what's wrong, I'm gonna get irritated and I'm not gonna ask you again. But then all of a sudden, when you feel like talking about it, that's not how.
But I mean, but for fair purposes, like I know my mouth is it's like that. It's so nasty and so rude, like Nene said. And I don't want to say something out of anger. That's just me. I don't want to lash out at you because I may have could be a total misunderstanding. But because I'm feeling this way and I cuss your ass clean the fuck out, and that's not fair to you because it wasn't even that deep.
No, that's not fair to you. Because if somebody, if you try, it is that back high. It's that back high. Because if you try to curse me out,
no, if I cuss you, clean the fuck out. It's not gonna be a try. It's not gonna be an attempt. It's gonna be successful. Like, bitch, you passed the class. Like, that's all it's gonna be.
And so you feel like I'm just gonna shut up at that point?
Oh, I've seen you clean out when you was upset with me. So, yeah, you're right. You're not gonna shut up, but I'm gonna shut you back up. Period.
I'll be talking to you
when I walk away.
No, you man. Everybody and their mama know Junior is not finna wait until you walk away to say absolutely anything. Because guess what? Y'all gonna call me a scary ass. If I let you walk
Who's gonna call you scary?
I'm just saying, period. If we wasn't together,
it has nothing to do with you being scary.
If we had a bad breakup,
it's just like well, yeah, we didn't have a bad breakup. That's on the note too, because y'all like, why y'all sitting together if y'all broke up? Go ahead, finish.
If we had a bad breakup and you said something to me and you walked away and you felt like you handled me, when somebody be like, why y'all break up or what happened, you're gonna be like, da 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 da. He did this, he did that, and I told this motherfucker yada yada yada, and I walked away. And he said absolutely nothing. So therefore, he know nothing.
Well, let me let you know now. Let me let you know now, because we've technically broke up 3 times, but really it's only 2. And that's what happened. He cussed me. He said fuck you and blank, and I just walked away from it.
What I said was
because I told him
and my sister, because when we went to Texas,
hey Tim.
So when we went to Texas, what happened was my sister said something that he took away.
She said he be leaving these men's hurt, and I was like, damn, that's how I feel. Because I feel like before I break up, and this kind of off topic, when I feel like when we was getting ready to break up, he wanted to break up. And then it's like he didn't want to do it, but he wanted to break up. Like, he wanted me to do it. So I'm like, we was already arguing before we even went to Texas. So it's like, when we get to Texas, like, okay, well, what's up, and shit. We all having a good time eating broccoli. And she's like, yes, I don't know what it is about my brother. He be leaving these men hurt. And I'm like, fuck, this is how I feel. Like, what the fuck? He about to hurt me? And then a week later, on God, we broke up. That's what happened. That is the motherfucking story. Like,
and what I said was, fuck
what you said was some bullshit.
And I said, fuck you and fuck my sister.
And
because you shouldn't took that and even ran with it. And Sheree, what the fuck you talking about? Sheree break more hearts than me. I'm sorry, I had to fight niggas at the playground because of Sheree.
Well, you putting out names, so that's between y'all.
Sheree. Hey sis, I love you, but don't try it again.
Tim, you got any questions other than falling out?
But breaking up is sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes you can deal with the flaws, sometimes you can't.
The flaws with us, like what can you actually? What was the flaws for us? For you, what was it? What was it for you? Like, what did it? What was the flaws like? What aggravated you about me? Other than I called out from time to time.
What really aggravated me about you is that I can't get over things. Certain things I feel like you cannot get over, and certain things will eat you up in the back of your mind where you won't be able to get over it. You won't.
I get over it. I just get over it in my own way. It's not the way you want it. It's the way he wants it is I would never thank you. And I would never bring it back up. But if we're talking about a situation like, say the situation, you chilling with certain people, and I think they're toxic for you, I think they're bad for you, and you agree because you said this before about certain people, like, I don't fuck with this person because of such and such, or they shady, they only fuck with me because of this person. Why keep fucking with them? That's a bad flaw of yours. And then when it comes out to it, when they want to do something, oh, I'm about to go do this. Like, you will put these people before the person you're actually in a relationship with instead of checking on your nigga first. Like, home comes last to you. I think that's a flaw for you. Like, you'll take care of home last and make sure the streets is good.
But wasn't you just the one that told your friend we hung out almost every day last year? We need to break from each other.
At the same time, you want to sit in and watch 911 all day, every day, and have nots on.
I'm a homebody.
Comes out. Exactly, and then you knew I wasn't. You didn't have no mind. You had no problem coming out with me and go hang out with me. But then towards the ending of our relationship, you said, I don't think couples should go to the club together. Why the fuck not? Because that stops somebody from approaching me, and that stops niggas from approaching you if we're out together. And I'm not saying we have to do it every week, but we have two different schedules where we cannot hang out at the same time.
It was the real reason why I wanted to stop going, but I'm not going to discuss that on this show.
Oh, but we was being real.
You want to be real about it? Let's be real about it.
Let's
so
keep
at
it
this
there.
point, no, we're not gonna keep it there. We're gonna get real about this. Now, at this point, you and your best friend met off of Jack. Cool.
Okay,
fine.
and
Boom.
you met a lot of people off Jack.
I have. I'm not friends though. But anyways, boom. So let's just do it like that. So at this point, yes, you and your friend go out. I understand. You say friends don't dance on each other. Cool. They don't. If that's how you want to do it, they don't. But my friend ain't finna be in the club like, oh, this is my boyfriend. I can't talk to you.
For a backup, yes.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. And if anybody's okay with their friend going to the club and be like, "Oh, this is my boyfriend,"
but Mo have never done anything in that sort. So for me for him to be my best friend, he's single, and if he don't want to talk to a dude, and sometimes dudes don't understand, like, "Oh, my nigga at home," so they're like, "All right, this my nigga right here." Period. Like, you gotta respect that.
If they see you with this same person every time y'all go out, and this is your nigga, and he keeps saying, "Oh no, this is my boyfriend," people gonna start believing that shit.
I don't give a fuck what they believe.
But I give a fuck about it, because somebody walk up to me and be like, "Oh, so you know Mo and Zay did." That would be a problem on my behalf.
How would that be a problem? But you hang out weekly with the person, Theron, the person you said that you made out with, that y'all did whatever such and such. But what would be the difference? At least I never did something with this person.
When have I started hanging with Theron heavily?
You hang out with him now. At least that's where you say you be.
I hang out with him now. Now, right? Was I hanging with him before December 20th a lot?
I don't fucking know.
I wasn't. So therefore...
Oh, he wasn't even here, was he? You say he had just moved back to Atlanta. So, of course, unless you was going back to Indy every week, and who the hell was still there?
And when he was here, I wasn't hanging with him. So therefore, I feel like it wasn't like cool. You were. Matter of fact, you told me the reason I can't hang out with him is because his cousin doesn't like me either, because he don't like me. So... Like, let's be honest about it. That ain't, because when I met them at that situation, that barbecue they had or whatever housewarming they had, whatever it was, I invited you and Mo. Cool.
And we had a good time.
We did. But then we went to the club, and this he about giving somebody a nickname that nobody know about but you and your friend. That brings issues.
So let me tell you, a flaw that I guess that would be mine. I'll claim it. I won't put it on my best friend, nothing. When me and my best friend get together, we meet a lot of people. Like, we just meet a lot of people. So when it comes to names, shit, we're likely to forget it. Now we're just natural used to, we're gonna give you a nickname. So his friend name is Theron. We call him Theory. It's just a nickname. Like, it's not even serious. It had no meaning behind it. Theron Theory. Theron Theory. It was all, it was just a joke. His friend took it personal. That's not our problem. Now, if he had said, Zay or Mo, don't joke with him like that, he's sensitive. Okay, we will not do that anymore. That's done with. But you did not say that. What you did was he contacted you and you went off on me because of the whole name thing. You know that we give everybody. You give people nicknames.
Okay, but the thing is, if you and your friend, matter of fact, mainly your friend, you feel like it's an issue, and if I call him Momo, it's an issue. So that means your friend should be giving nobody...
Because y'all got into it over that.
Listen, so that means your friend should not be giving nobody else no nickname if he don't like people to give him nicknames. That's contradicting yourself. Don't get mad at me for calling you something that's not your name, but you calling everybody else something that's not your name.
But if we know it offends you, we're not going to keep calling you that. We're not going to keep calling you that if we know it offends you.
But don't
after we had that whole discussion,
Don't do it from the beginning, though. Why would y'all do it if y'all don't like it?
I don't care if people give me nicknames. I have a choice to answer.
Well, why would your friend do it if you don't like it?
I can't speak for him.
Okay.
But he'll be on the next episode about nicknames. We're going to have an episode for nicknames now. But that has nothing to do with me, personally. That's what I'm saying.
All right, personally, I feel like it was still an issue. Anyways, like I was saying, another flaw I want to say that I have. I don't know. I feel like I do get mad easily. And I really don't care about how mad I get. And when I get mad, I don't care what I say because when I said you was a fucked up individual, no, that was you.
Oh yeah,
Anyway,
I called you a fucked up individual.
You did.
Yes.
You did. You called me a fucked up individual because.
But that's not me. I don't give a fuck about nicknames. You can call me what you want. I have a choice to respond.
But that's also your best friend, though. And your best friend Kiki cackling about it, which you should say, hey, friend, you don't let nobody give you no nicknames, don't get nobody else no nicknames.
But y'all stop calling each other nicknames.
But what I'm saying is you shouldn't do something you don't like being done to you. Just live life. If you feel like you have flaws that can't be fixed.
Alright, everybody. I want to thank y'all once again for watching Being Real with Star Child. This is your boy, also once again, Star Child, and this is Junior. Make sure you follow him at.
I am Junior.1 for Instagram. Junior Music on every other platform. YouTube,
And he has a whole EP out. Get at it. Follow, like, subscribe. Thank y'all for watching. Love y'all.